welcome back. I'm glad you're here. And I wanted to share with you today, your story is powerful. In Luke 8:2, it says, "And a certain woman which had been healed of evil spirits and infirmities, Mary Magdalene, out of whom went 7 devils." This woman lived with and suffered with evil spirits and devils, and I think about, wow, what a miserable life that had to be. It just had to be miserable. There had to be so much unrest and chaos and fear, exhaustion. I can't even imagine what a horrible time she went through. And then she met Jesus, and he drove out 7 devils, and her life was changed. Then she became a part of his followers and his supporters. She witnessed Jesus' crucifixion. She witnessed his burial. And then she was one of the first to see him after his resurrection. I think about her story or her testimony, and what a powerful testimony that is. How amazing is her story. I know we all have our own story. We all have our own testimony of how we came to know Christ. And when I was younger, I used to listen to other people give their testimonies, and I would listen to all that they had been through or all that they had experienced, and then how their lives were changed. And I was just always amazed at what God had done in their lives. When I was younger, I would listen to these testimonies, and I would think, well, mine's not quite as exciting or as powerful as theirs is. And then as I got older, I began to realize that I may not have experienced what others had gone through or what had happened in their lives, but my salvation story is still powerful, and your salvation story is still powerful. And I was raised in a Christian home. I was raised in church. I was surrounded by heroes in the faith all throughout my family. I was blessed to watch and witness all those around me live out their faith, from my grandparents to parents. And I had a whole lot of aunts and uncles and cousins that I was surrounded with that lived out their faith. I also had those that served in our church, and how they poured into us and invested their time into us. I had the best examples in the heroes of faith all around me. So my story is very powerful, and I was very blessed to be where I was. Never think that your salvation story is less meaningful than someone else's. All of our salvation stories are exciting, and they're amazing because it's what God has done for us. And they are special to each one of us. Our stories are our stories, and God wrote those stories just for us. He made them special and unique and specifically for each one of us. Your story is powerful, and it's powerful because of Him. He wrote your story, and it needs to be heard. Your story is His gift to you, and it's meant to be shared. So never think that your salvation story is not quite as exciting or anything else as someone else's that you've heard, because your story is your story, and it's powerful because of Him. It's all about Him, and He wants to use that story to touch others, to bless others, and bring others to Christ. So never be afraid to share that story, because it is powerful. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.